Hi there and welcome back. So this is part 2. I've made this one off camera and I've done it with the flower fairies that we did in the Woodland Wander challenge using the Botanical Woodland kit from Nanine. So I'm not going to do a flip through because I'll do a flip through when the other one's finished. So that's what we're making. Let me show you what I've got. So there's some pieces that I've got. I'll just put those to one side. So I've got this envelope that I'm starting off with, and I'm guessing this is A4. Let's have a look. So it's just over 12. This is US size, isn't it? Just over 9. So yeah, this is US letter size. But you know, A4 or letter size is very, very similar in size. So I've started off with that. That's going to be my main, you know, the main body of the journal. And then I've got this big envelope, which, you know, is half the size of your main envelope. That's going to live about there. Might have to cut some off that. And then I've got this other envelope, which again is, you know, half the half the size. But the envelopes you use, it really doesn't matter. They don't need to be a specific size. I just grabbed 3 out that I'd got. And then I've got one even smaller, but you know, you kind of want 3 different sizes, excuse me. And then I'm going to put this little journal in it. I don't know, I think one feels like 2 pages. Yeah, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm guessing there's 10, 9, 10. So that is 40 sides, and I've just used some kit paper. It's not the kit paper from the Woodland Botanical, but it is one from an from College Time kit, and I've just printed that on 200 GSM card. So I'm going to put that to one side for now. So I'm going to start, because it's only that many sheets, I don't really need a spine. You know, that's going to be fine. This is for writing, and then we'll have some, you know, flippy elements on the cover. So, you know, we don't need to allow any more for a spine. If you wanted to then be putting pockets in and things like that, you'd have to consider putting a spine in, but that's fine for what I'm doing. So the papers I've chosen to cover it in are these ones out of the Botanical kit, and I'm going to mat this in the same papers. So that's that. Let me just put my glasses on. I can't see. It's no good, is that? Right, so I'm going to decorate these first and then put these in place before I obviously cover the cover, because we'll want to hide the flat part behind the paper. So how many I'm going to need? One. I'm going to do it that way, aren't I? So yes, I will need the 4 to cover that. So pop that over there. I might have to actually pause and print a few more sheets off. And then the other sheets that I got was these ones. Now, some of these kit pages are from a freebie, which is called Woodland Botanical, and that's on my Buy Me a Coffee site. And then there's a full kit, which is available in Nania's shop, and I'm not sure, you know, which pages come from which part of the kit. But I think you get 4 pages in the free kit, so it's enough to, you know, do a little folio type thing. And you can always mix it in with papers that you've already got. So I'm just going to start by tearing all this down. And I'm going to cover the whole thing with it having the red round it. So I think I'm just going to cover it in the collal. So I want it that way because the flap needs to go that way. That's right, isn't it? Yes. So I don't want my papers the wrong way, because that wouldn't be good, would it? So I'm just going to get all around the edge as best I can. And I'm just using the collal. You can use whatever you want. So I like the collal because it's nice. It gives you that wiggle time. It's nice and wet. And I find it quite strong enough. So okay, quite happy with that. So I think I'm going to tear it rather than cut it, because I've got this nice edge to butt up against. That's that. And okay, just missed a tiny bit there. I'll link them all when they're all covered. Save me scraps over here in case I need them. Okay, so that's that side. Now I'm having that envelope that side. Now I don't want it going that side, because when you open it, it would go into the centre part of the journal. So I'm going to do that on that side as well. But am I going to open this side up? I think I will. So if I use this one to cover this, but when I glue this down, I will just glue all this bit and then just run a line over there. Now I'd have preferred to have covered this one in card, because I just think it'll make this, you know, because otherwise you've only got this thin piece of paper. Well, when you're putting your, you know, your card in and out, you could end up going through it. So I'm just going to pause. I won't be a second. Okay, so while that's printing, I might as well cover the front of this one. So I might start that one at the top. No, that would be weird, wouldn't it? So I'll start it at the bottom. I'll do it on that side. So again, I'm just going to cover the front. I'm going to have to fill this collal back up, because I've not left a gap around the other envelope, because mine have got that red around it. I'm not going to leave a gap around any of them. If I'd have been using an envelope that I haven't got the red around it or anything around it. I would have left, you know, a small gap all the way round. I'm going to do that this way actually. Let's do it that way first. And to be honest, it's a lot easier not matting it. I mean, being able to rip it down like that, and you know how that's done that. I'm quite happy with that. If you wanted a cleaner edge, then you'd perhaps be better going around it with your scissors. So that's that. And then I think this one I'm going to have on this side. So that means I will open the top of that one and I will open the side of this one. So I think we'll have enough to do the front of this one. So again, let's cover it with glue. Okay, and I think I'm going to print that out again in card and do all the backs in the card. I've never really thought about that before, but yeah, it obviously makes sense. If you're putting something in and out of it, you're going to want it a bit thicker. Now when I say card, or I'm just printing it on 160 GSM, so you know it's not thick by any means. Now I think I'm just going to go up that side with the scissors because I think that'll be a little bit difficult to do. Okay, so that's going to go there. I like that. So now we want to get the backs done. So this is the first piece of card. So I'm going to take this edge off. Now obviously you can do yours in, you know, 3 different papers at the front, 3 different papers at the back. I wanted to do mine just in two papers. I did the other one just in 2 papers, and I did like that look. Probably don't need to do that side anyway. Let's do the no, because I'm going to go from the bottom on side. Okay, so I'm going to be careful-ish as much as I can. Get around here. Let's just go. Okay, and then I'm going to go down here with the tacky glue. I'm going to actually go up again because this is obviously a big envelope, so I'm not bothered about you losing a little bit of the space of this one. On the smaller envelopes I wouldn't want to lose so much, so I'm just going to put the flap down to make sure. this on correctly without it buckling up. I think I might need to just pull it down. That's fine. So I'll tear this off. Yeah, this is making it a lot easier than, you know, having to measure it and like I say, making sure you've got, you know, an 1/8 all the way around or whatever measurement you want round it. So that's that one. That's scraps, put that over there. Scraps. Keep those. I'll take the bottom off. So again, go all the way around. Try not to get in that middle part. If you do, just wipe it off. And then perhaps once you've opened your envelopes, perhaps try, you know, putting your ruler in and just going like that, just to make sure that then it hasn't stuck together. So it doesn't take, you know, it only takes one spot, and then it's glued together. But you can always, you know, get something in, and but you do run the risk of it ripping your paper sometimes. I don't think it will with this because we obviously put in a thicker paper in. So that's fine there. I think I need to slide down. That's fine. And that's fine. Okay. So again, I'm going to go lengthways because I obviously want this length for the other thin envelope. So that's pretty good, just two sheets of each. To do the front and back of 3 envelopes, it's pretty good. So that's that, lovely. Yeah, I wanted to do it this way because I thought, you know, sometimes you can pick, you know, really not small, not kits as such, but, you know, some shops sell just 2 or 3 papers, and I just wanted to look what it would actually look like, doing it all in, you know, 1 or 2 different ones instead of, you know, a different one for each surface. And I do like the look that it created, because obviously you've got all your ephemera pieces over the top of the paper anyway, which, you know, obviously draws your eye away from the actual backing paper. So just slide that in there. Yep. Tear that off. Like so, and I will tear this. So that's as pieces. So I'm now going to trim the parts off that I want trimmed off. So on the big one, we're going down the side. I don't know if this will fit in my trimmer or not. Will it? Oh no. Ugh. Right, okay. So quite thick obviously now because I've got the paper at the front, the envelope, the front and back of the envelope, and the 160 GSM. Can't get my scissor back on. That's it. Oh. So yeah, that looks fine. So that one's the side. This one's going to be the top. Which I will need to obviously glue this part back if it's, oh no, it's fine. Yeah, that'll be fine. So that's the top, and then we're doing the side of this one. Okay. So, do I want thumb holes in them or don't I? I think the big one, I'm going to have a thumb hole going all the way through, so you can access it either way. So let's put this on, and this on, just to see. Oh yeah, it doesn't impede any. So I think I'm going to have it about there. Oh gosh. So that's that one. Then this one at the top. Again, I think I want to do it double both sides. I don't normally do that. Don't know why. Okay. So that's that one. And then this one. Probably going to have it about there. Oh, got me every time. I've got some stuck to me. Right, so that's that. Before I get them stuck in, I'm going to ink them, and I am using, what am I using? Is that gathered twigs? I don't, yeah, I want to go back to walnut stain, because I'm really liking the darker. So I'll go all the way around. Oh, you know what? I'm a plum. Never thought about this. Okay, so I'm going to have to make that into something. Yeah, really, I should have kept that plain. I just thought I'd have been able to peel that off. Okay. Oh, so don't do that. Oh, it doesn't matter. So I might do some stenciling around that to jolly it up. Jolly it up. Then ink down here. Ink down there. Then I've got this one, which is going to be this way. Love the markings in this paper. It's got some real good grungy, like age spot type of look about it. So let's think how we're going to do this then. So if that was over there, so let's do it more middle, like so. Okay, so I am going to cut that down. In fact, I'm just going to put some washi tape down there. So let's do this one. Like so. Yeah. Let's cut it down. I think my scissors are ready for a good clean. So that would go like that. I'm going to do it in the middle, and I'm going to put some glue there and there, and I'm going to run some down here because yeah, because otherwise, yeah, I can't explain it, but I'm sure you get what I mean. So I can go like so. Yeah, that's got that middle. Okay. Ooh, I need it down a bit. Yeah. Okay. Make sure that's stuck down fine. Oh yeah, I'm not going to be able to make it into a... I was thinking of making it into a thing, but of course not, because that's sticky, and I obviously let that come over. So what I really want to do is bend that over, because I want to have it as a side. So that's better. Should we do that again? Let's do that again. But yeah, it will only be just a little. That's that. Make sure. Oh, come on. I don't know. I mean, my brain's very complicated. Well, my brain's not complicated. Everything's a bit complicated for my brain today. Okay. Now I want it going up a little bit. Yeah. Right, let's not touch it anymore, because yeah, I feel like I've been doing that forever. Okay, let's ink on this one. And before I stick this one down, I'm just going to check with my ruler that we can get in them all, because obviously it'll make it just a little bit more difficult once they're all stuck down. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. And that's fine. Okay, so I'm going to stick this onto here. Now, do we want this at the bottom? I kind of like it a bit higher up, because it makes like these longer, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm going to do that. So first I'm going to glue that flap onto that one. then I'm going to put that one into there. Yeah. These are all very sturdy envelopes. If yours are a bit more flimsy, you might want to consider putting some tape down the joins and things to give them a bit more stability. But yeah, these are all very thick envelopes, so I just don't think they need it. Okay, let's just make sure that that's, yeah, that's super. Making sure that nothing's, you know, sticking out top and bottom before it sticks down. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. So if I'll go from the top now to get it straight. I'm gonna go one ruler length. Could have done with my board out really. So that's the front. So I would go from there. So I'm just going to straighten it up that way, just go one roller worth, because it's like a continuous pattern. I don't think you can, it doesn't look wonky. So I'm just going to glue that down. I'm going to do the same thing and just rip, yeah, just rip it with a roller. I'm quite liking that. Now I will be putting lace down the spine part, so it doesn't matter that, you know, the edge of the paper is going to come to the edge and the other side will come to the edge, which would probably, you know, look a little bit scruffy with nothing over the top of it, but it's going to have lace on anyway. So let's make sure I've got enough. That way. That's it, like how it was. Probably do it just going up that bit more. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. I'm going to get my brayer out. Okay. Then I can't believe how much quicker this is making it. It's crazy. Give that a good rub while it's still damp, and it'll take those globbers of glue away. Yeah, I'm really liking doing it like this. So I think it will want a little bit of trimming. Yeah, I'll get that in a second. So let's do the other side. And might as well go. I'm gonna go from that side. No, Yes, I am going to go from that side. So let's take this off. Okay. Get the glue all over this. Yeah, I think by the time I've done the insides, I will have run out of clay. I've got the big, really big bottle, and I fill this little one up because I had the medium bottles to start with, but it absolutely gushes out, even on the lowest setting, and it was still a bit hard to handle the bottle. It was that funny kind of size, so using the smaller bottles a lot better. It's just a bit of an expense at first because obviously you're buying a small bottle and the big bottle, but it's lasted me ages now, and I've not had to, you know, buy any more for a while. I was saying to Denise, all my glues all run out at the same time, and my glue sticks, I buy those in a box full, and like I say, that I buy in a big one. The art glitter I buy in the bigger size, but I'm going to start using the smaller one, and the Fabri-Tac I buy 2 bottles at a time because they're cheaper in the 2-pack. So yeah, it's a dear expense, but then you know, you're not ordering things all the time. And I find if I just order them all at once, I don't seem to run out, she says. Right. Oh, first actually, let me just go around with those little scissors. I don't know if I want to do that or if I want to, because I have printed on the underneath. See, I'm quite liking that. Oh. Okay, obviously that'll be covered over. So I think I'm going to get that bit. Just don't want that bit then to look too perfect, which it obviously does. Then that's the start of the envelope. So yeah, that's fine. Oh, I think I will have to cut this down because I think this will be what gets knocked, won't it? And then there's a chance, I suppose, of it pulling and taking some of the back paper off. I'm fine with that bit. I say I don't want it to be perfect. I want it to be raggedy. Right, so I'm going to go all the way round. Don't need to do the middle part because, like I say, there'll be lace down there. Right, so done that. Need to do the bottom. So that's super. Lovely. Let's do the inside. So how shall I do this? Let's take that top part off. I'm going to go that way. So there's no right or wrong way with this paper. So I think what I'm going to do is perhaps rip this down before I lay it. So So I'm just going to place that there. That's not. Yeah, that's fine because I don't want it all the way in there because, and again, I'm putting some lace down that bit, so you're not going to see it. And the little journal's going to be sewn in there. So that's that. And then let's get as height. I'll do it that way. Okay, now is this one the same? Because I'm gonna punch a hole. Yeah, so I'm going to use this one and just, you know, go round it. I think that'll be easier. Obviously you don't have to use one of these envelopes with that on. Use any envelope. If you haven't got any big ones, that one what I've used, you could join those two together. Okay, let's put these up together. Like so. Okay, I'm going to ink these first. I mean, I may have to trim some off the top and the bottom, and if I do, then I can just re-ink, you know, that bit. But I think this will be a lot easier inking it beforehand. Not really going to see the middle part. Let's do that. Okay, let's see which looks better. I'm quite liking the more grungy part. There. So I think I'm going to put it on the paper. Might have to fill this up. Oh. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so this one, and then obviously I will put something over that after. So it does come over a little bit, but that's fine. So I think with this one I'm going to put the glue on the actual envelope. sticking to the bottle. I think I'll have to clean the bottle up as well when I fill it up. Right, so let's pop that in. Okay, I'm not going to put that down because I did manage to get glue on it, so I'll let everything dry. So I think for today, that's that's enough. That's enough. I shall let everything dry, and then we shall continue. Like I say, I'll get my glue filled. So obviously, we want to cover this. We need to put something around there to cover that. Put something around that bit, and that'll be that bit. I think I'll go down here, but once everything's dry, I'll check round anyway and glue anything down that needs gluing down. Oh, come on. It worked fine, didn't it, the first time I used it? Because normally it's the first time that it takes forever. Okay, right, I shall see you tomorrow. Thanks for joining me. Bye.